What is the mind? We all know we have a mind, right? But how many of you can tell me what your mind is? In last month's Dharma talk, I made a metaphor that your mind is like a mirror because your mind reflects whatever comes in front of it. However, if you cling to certain views and ideas, it's like taking a photograph and becoming attached to that picture. The photograph might represent what something was, but it's not what reality is. The same thing happens when we cling to the mental constructs that we've created in our mind to help us understand reality. When we cling to our conceptual thoughts about reality, it's like clinging to pictures of reality. These representations can be helpful, but they're not a completely accurate reflection. If we get too attached to our thoughts, opinions, and desires, it's like being attached to certain views of reality, and it can obscure the way we see things. When your view of reality is obscured by your thoughts, it can make it difficult to respond to situations appropriately. This can lead to all sorts of problems. If you become attached to your thoughts, it means you're detached from reality. Detached means separated. It implies that your mind is not in the moment. When I say don't be attached to your thoughts, it doesn't mean to be detached from reality. It means to completely immerse yourself in the reality of each moment. Not being attached means don't cling to anything that passes in front of the mirror. And don't cling to your opinions about what happens. It doesn't mean being indifferent either. It means that when something comes in front of the mirror, you see the situation for what it is. As the situation changes, you don't hold on to the past. You just stay continuously engaged with what is in the mirror. Zen practice teaches you to stay focused on what is in the mirror. This means paying attention and staying fully engaged with what is in front of the mirror in every moment. Then you can respond appropriately to every situation. This means that your mind is reflecting the truth 100% in every moment. This is the purpose of Zen practice, and it's what the word Zen actually means. Zen is an English word derived from the Chinese word chan, which is the shortened version of the word chana, which was a Chinese transliteration of the Sanskrit word dhyana, or the Pali word jhana. Zen dhyana is a state in which awareness remains unbroken, continuously engaged with what is present in the consciousness. It doesn't necessarily require an external object, a thought, or an action, but instead refers to the sustained flow of attention without distraction. Theoretically, anyone can reach this state at any time. However, most people are so attached to their thinking that they can't achieve this state easily. True dhyana arises naturally without effort. But most people are so conditioned to think about the world conceptually that they can't engage directly with what is present in every moment. People constantly let their mind wander and cling to their thoughts and ideas about the world. So how can you let go of your thinking and desire to try to conceptualize and characterize everything you experience in the world? This is your koan for today. How can you let go? How can you focus your mind so that your experience is not being contaminated by your thoughts? A koan is a Zen technique that challenges you to transcend contemplation and thinking. It requires that you abandon all rational and logical reasoning in order to understand and experience what the koan is pointing to. Zen requires direct engagement with what is present in consciousness. True Zen requires complete and effortless focus in each moment. However, for most people, this is extremely difficult because their thoughts are constantly wandering off into the past or to the future or to think about another place, their job, or their family and friends. For most people, thoughts and ideas are constantly filling their mind. This is why learning how to focus on each moment usually requires some initial effort and practice. One way you can practice focusing your mind on the moment is through sitting meditation. Sitting meditation can help you learn to clear your mind of wandering thoughts, which helps you stay focused in each moment. In the next part of class, we'll practice sitting meditation together.